Darn right I will. We are, see, at this point, I like to think that we've thrown our lot in with the rising stars, the rising powers. Well, one rising power and one, let's say, older power. We've discovered that the army isn't really doing much of anything for us. And that, there isn't really much use turning to the town or the ranchers for help. The ranchers can't protect themselves, the army isn't able to, the town's just full of a drunk sheriff and all that. You know what? I feel like helping her real quick. Let's call it a little hunch I've got. I don't know that she's going to especially want to be, not having mourned her father here in a little bit. I get the sense that big changes are afoot. So I was right about to go see those Indians. Boy, the shotgun can be good if you use it right. I was about to go see the Indians. I guess I can... I feel weird being not like Native Americans or something, but, weirdly enough, here we go, graveyard is safe. Colorless jacket, thanks. I worked in a position once where I was reviewing various criminal cases and things like that, and I was interested to discover that in statements and things like that, taken from reservations, dealing with tribal police and stuff like that, they, refer to themselves as Indians, so I guess, I don't know. I still think Native American is preferred, but, heck, I guess it's been adopted by some people. Anyway, I don't have anything intelligent to say about that. So I'll say a big congrats to my friend Skippy Granola for owning and playing Fallout 4. Well done on you, sir. We are going to talk to the Beefhead Bulls. Oh yeah, ghost, blah blah blah. Weirdly enough, this gives you back the quest to go take care of Rancher Bob, but, yeah, they don't follow you or anything, and it just skips that quest immediately. It's a weird sequence-breaking thing. Whatever. Doesn't stop you from doing further quests, so that's fine. Brilliant plan, huh? I'm interested. Oh, Sly Sully. If Sly Sully did it. Sure. I like how it emphasizes their lines. Yeah. Progressive Pete. Yes, yes, lots of money. Alright. You know what? I'm in, boys. That's right. Alright, let's do it. I know that they've already set up an oil rig in town or whatever, but I don't much care. It is time for a good old-fashioned bank robbery. We've thrown in with the Beefhead Bulls, with the Buffalo Beefheads, and with the, that's never not going to be funny to me, by the way, and with the Tycoons. So let's continue our little swath of destruction here. Thanks, banker. Would you say business was, booming? Ha There we go. Hello, rest of the, Beefhead Bulls. I'll be taking all this loot. Yes, sir. That is one robbed bank. See, I think we're having an evolving relationship with the idea of... now I captured you guys. With the idea of property law and stuff like that. I think we've seen, with our time with the Tycoon, and with, of course, with the Beefhead Bulls, that might makes right here in the American West. You try to trust in each other, you try to trust in the rule of law, and you end up like our family did. You end up like the ranchers did, burned down by some villain. It's kill or be killed here, folks, so let's get out of here. Yes, the people are angry, as it turns out. They blocked off the western part of the town. Oh. Couldn't quite get out of the way. Out of the way there. Oh no! They blocked off the southern entrance too. This is looking bad. The route east is blocked off too. Oh, they are really convinced that they don't want me around here. Hey, there we go. And I made it. there we go. Well, Clintville is probably no longer especially open to us. The sheriff's not going to want to hear much of what we have to say anymore. But we did get a bunch of money, so that's nice. And we are a true buffalo beefhead these days. Sure did. Oh, you know what? I agree, Beefhead Bull. Sure did. Jerded your jamly and jimmitted jar. Shut up, shut up. A light gray bandana. I got it, and you guys respect him. Oh, incidentally, taking it easy these days. Alright, well, that's good to know. So again, unfortunately, Clintville is closed off to us. Ooh. Watch it there, Scorpion. Maybe I should have got my hat first. Oh well. But nobody outside of Clintville seems to mind, and even at Clintville Station, they're fine with me. Of course, if I head back, I need to sort of beat a fleet retreat, so to speak. But I don't care about that anymore. Oh, that's right. I haven't gone back to the first Indian camp yet. Better go back there and tell them of my buffalo success. Here we go. Thank you. I am. That's correct. Okay. There we go. Dark brown belt with a big belt buckle. Alright, anything else? Oh, that sounds like might makes right to me. Do it. Yeah, you know, the army was weak. They couldn't defend their supply lines. They were hiring outside contractors they didn't know from anywhere. They sure didn't prevent the murderer from running roughshod over this whole area. Frankly, I think we might be better off with some people who are a little more proactive when it comes to justice. You can come from the deep, man. I rode here on that rented horse. Notice you can tell him to leave the land. That goes predictably. Sure is time for battle. Alright. Everybody's ready for the big tussle. Last time, they promised they would go and listen to reason if reason presented itself well. With Sis completely remaking Westerado from the ground up, we really don't have any time for niceties like that. Also don't have any time for coyotes, but that's a unrelated matter. Ah, shoot. I'm hoping to sneak by that one. I'm gonna have to get some new hats from somewhere. Maybe there'll be like a big battle coming up that I can sneak some hats in or something. Hint, hint. To do it. Oh, sorry for skipping that. As you can guess, the army people say something like, "Nuh-uh, we're gonna kill you." You can kill some number of Indians before the that side gets mad at you. Hey, hey, I will take a hat. I am dangerously low on hats. I'm not actually sure what the number is of Indians. I think it's like 2 or 3 before they start thinking that maybe you're not that great as an ally. New reinforcements just basically stream in from the north and south for a while. Each side has several waves. Oops. And, sorry if I'm a little laconic here. Hey, there's the final wave. You know that when Lieutenant Fort comes out, that they're plumb out of reinforcements. We, however, are not. You don't actually have to strike the killing blow, or even do very much, as you saw there. before people are happy with you. So yeah, there we go. This was the bloodiest thing we've been involved in a long shot so far. Works for me, though. Alright. Sure. You know what? You're right, but I'm going to do something a little bit first. If you notice, now that they've occupied the fort, I can talk to them further. But, yep, they moved off their land, and boy, immediately in moved the tycoon. I'm alright. Thank you. It is kind of neat that the game actually registers what I've done there. That may seem like a weird little workaround, but they anticipated it, and they had dialogue ready for it. So let's go settle things up with the tycoon here. Sure was. Well, thank you very much. And question... I already pretty much know everything. Thanks, Tycoon. He knows what I want. And what I really want is, some dang hats before I do anything else. We are basically nearing the end of this run, though. There's a whole series of things that are never going to happen. We're never going to do the, obviously, Haberdasher run, because there's no one to deliver the hats to anymore. Hello. Like a hat. Hats in stock. Regular hat. 50 bucks. I'll take 3 of them. I don't think 10-gallon hats really do anything much else for you, but I wouldn't know. So off we trek back to Fort Motors, which is... I don't know if it has the same name anymore. I guess they haven't bothered to rename it at this point, but that's fine. Yes, great victory. That's correct. Hey, we got a tomahawk. At this point, thanks. We get this unique weapon, which you can't buy anywhere. It's, I know about his belt. Alright, thanks. Much more land, eh? Go to reclaim our land, huh? Sure. We fight side by side. Ooh, the men of Clintville. Alright. So now it's us versus all of Clintville. So you see why I was keen to rob the bank just a little bit ago. Because there wasn't going to be much to rob in the near future. You also probably see why I was keen to get some hats. Taking on the whole city like this does tend to be a little bit hazardous to your health. Got the usual reinforcements. Come in after you, nevertheless. There we go. Let's get back out the old, I'll show off the tomahawk. The deal with the tomahawk is it has infinite ammo. It's slow. I mean, you never have to reload it, which is nice. Oh gosh, that's everybody. And hey, look at that! We put up a new statue. And now Clintville is Clindianville. That's right. Thank you. And I got a hat. That would look more impressive if I was somebody that didn't just wear bows. That's true. Alright. So that's Clindianville, completely different now. Instead of ranchers, we got oil dregs, oil derricks, whatever. And got teepees all over the place. I think it's safe to say the region is fairly different for us having been here. But, you know, there is one thing left undone. We still need to find this guy. He's got gray everything, a light blue bandana, he's thin, and he's either going to be at the station or he's going to be over in Santa Ana. So let's see if we can't just do a little victory lap here. Find out where the old sucker is. This is what I really like about this game. This playthrough is very different than the ones before. Oh yeah, hey. Hey, bro. Oh, you know, I'm keeping busy. Yeah, thanks. I'm already worked through a lot, little bro. Thanks a bunch. Big bro, I guess. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty sanguine with the way things are as is. But I appreciate the offer. We can, of course, go through the whole quest and, you know, he'll restore the water here, just like Sis does if you're playing as one of the brothers. I think it is always your sister that's coming back, unless you're actually playing as her. So it's nice that they give you the opportunity to fix up Santa Ana if you're so inclined. Is this him? Has he got a blue bandana on there? He's got a blue bandana that I'd say this is him for sure. I can't quite make it out. Pretty sure this is him. So we're about to find out. As soon as he moves away from anybody else. Is it you? Yep, it's him. Sorry for freaking you out, everybody, but I won't be back. There we go. Yeah, die before I catch you. Gonna be, as much as possible, just blowing through this section here. You've already seen more or less all that it has to offer. Get out of my way. I think it's down first? Yeah, okay, good. Sometimes I get those two mixed up, whether it's down or up first. Again, if you know what you're doing, this is a relatively short section, which is merciful in its own way. So, yeah, one of the things that I liked about this game the most, I like exploring, I like the characters, and they've got a lot of personality, and the sheer number of ways that you can affect the town. I mean, this was an odd playthrough, but there was like dialogue and support for it. You know, it takes some justification to realize why you would support both Indians and the tycoon, but it makes sense in a way. Again, like I said, if you were sort of disgusted with the law-keeping abilities of the other people in town, with the army and the sheriff and all that, if you had taken a sort of might makes right philosophy, and also perhaps had a bit of a, let's see, who am I looking for? Curly hat. No, I didn't really go left. It'd be right, too. Yeah, it was right. Oh well. Not a big deal here. There's no penalty for missing besides getting in a fight that you wouldn't otherwise have to. Have fun with her, boys! There we go. It's just hard to beat the mobility of your basic starter pistol. It's just so good. Revolver, I guess it's not really a pistol. Is it pistol revolver? I think not. And because this next section is a horse section, I'm going to be using the pistol for that. Maybe I'll try the tomahawk. Why not? I'll show that off. Tomahawk, forget it. I want to get through this on my first try. Only because the projectile just takes so long to fire, then the tomahawk is not, just not my favorite. Again, its lack of ammo can be nice. You can just fire the thing all day long. There we go. through that relatively unscathed, which is nice. Be interesting to see who the murderer is this time. I could definitely see. I mean, obviously there's two factions that we're fully aligned with, and both of those would be good options for potential murderers. Let's see who we got. Did your one and only life, etc., etc., etc. Heard it all before, my man. Man. Pretty good that time, I have to say. Alright, who is it? Yep, sure did. Long for the world. Yep. Savage. What a jerk. I think you better. So he worked for the military, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, well, here's your train ticket. And away we go. So fully completing the Indian quest line and ending up taking over Clintonville is what unlocks the final character, the Indian character, which is why I'm glad we got this playthrough, because we've had a actually very sensible 4 playthroughs. Beating the game once unlocks Bro, the train to come in unlocks Sis, and beating the Indian quest line unlocks the Indian character. So that was Sis's playthrough. Again, yeah, just if only for the huge variety of ways that you can affect place. I mean, before we were kind of working within the general framework of here's a town, we're going to do the quest within it, we're going to follow that basic setup. But man, we really tore up the landscape as Sis. I mean, the oil derricks everywhere. Clintonville is no longer there, it's Clindianville now. The army is gone, the natives are ascendant, the tycoon is likewise ascendant. It's this really interesting picture for the future. I mean, presumably we could live with the natives in Clindianville, or we could work as lieutenant of the tycoon. Whatever. The point is, the town and the environment and the area around it is extremely different because of our actions. We're able to have an effect on the town, the people. A pretty dramatic effect this time. This thing, it's that element that I find to be really fun about this game. So let's see how we can toy with things next time. Let's play Westerado. Adios.